Good good morning. Ayan, so today we're gonna learn about how to create a new project in Photoshop and save it. So basically, first you have to look at your Photoshop application. For me, I'm using Photoshop CS5. And for those who are using Photoshop for the first time after installing it, the first thing you're going to do is not double click it, but instead right click, and then for Windows 10 and upwards, you have to click on Show More and then click on Administrator. And then tap on Yes. So for now, I have already opened a couple of designs because I forgot to close them. So let me close them first. So all your projects can be opened at the same time. Bale, for now I have three tabs open and I'm just closing them for this demonstration. Bear with me for a minute. So depending on your version, there are instances that the color might be black, or sometimes the color or theme of your Photoshop is white. And for me, I'm using Adobe Photoshop CS5, and it's the portable version of Photoshop. Now, to create a new project, you will just have to click on File and then click on New, or for short keys, Control N, Control plus N. Okay. Then here you will have to set the name of your project. For example, Demo 1. And then next is you have here presets of the size of the project that you're creating. So you have here in US or international paper. Basically, US papers are the letters and the legal, which are the long and short band papers that we are using. And for international, we have A4, A6, and such. But you can also make custom project sizes. Here, you can specify in millimeters or in inches. Dahil nasa Pilipinas tayo, because we're in the Philippines, we're going to use inches. For example, I'd like to create an 8 by 8 project, 8 by 8 inches project, just to set it this way. And for the resolution, so the resolution, it defines how many pixels are there in an inches. So for this time, our resolution is set to 300, and the pixels per inches or dots per inch are set to 300. For website applications or website graphics, we usually use 75 resolution. But for print media or the tarpaulins as in such, we use 300. But for a mid-range resolution, which is I suggest using because some computers cannot process this high resolution rate. So we're going to try the mid-range, which is 120 resolution, which is quite good enough for printing t-shirts and pictures. and photos, I should say. So let's click on OK, and there you have your project open and created. So for this time being, we still don't have anything in the working area or the canvas. And the next thing we're going to do is how to save it. Okay, just try to save it by using the file tab, save as, and here you're given um, two options. Okay, so you have to set the file name again or click the format, and the file name, the format name for a Photoshop file is .psg. So if you want to create a file, I mean, you want to save the file so that you can edit in the future, you have to save it as PSD for the Photoshop file extension. For example, if you're done with your project and you want to export it as an image to be used in your other with the other things that you're doing, you have to click on File, save as, and then set the format to either JPEG, which is the widely used file format, or PNG. So for this tutorial, I'm going to use JPEG and save it on desktop, demo 1, and just click on OK. You just created a demo JPEG file, which is color white. Next one, we're going to try to open the project, the Photoshop project that we created. So let me just close it for this time being. Click on File, Open as, Open, and then locate the PSD file that we created. So we created the demo one. Most of us, or the computers will display PS logo on top as a thumbnail for your Photoshop projects. That's it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching.